Hi everyone, welcome back to Wisdom from Experience. I'm Sophie, and today I'm joined by Mrs. Grace, who has lived a lot of life and learned a lot of things. I have so many questions. Hi, Mrs. Grace, thank you for joining me.
Hello, Sophie. It's wonderful to be here. I'm excited to answer your questions.
Yay! Okay, my first question is, what's the most important thing you've learned about life?
The big question. Well, Sophie, I've learned that life is all about balance. You need to balance between working hard and enjoying the moment, between being kind to others and also taking care of yourself. Life has its ups and downs, but when you learn to balance things, you'll find peace and happiness in both the good and tough times.
Balance? So, you mean like balancing on a bike?
Yes. Exactly like balancing on a bike. Sometimes you'll wobble, sometimes you might fall, but if you keep practicing, you'll learn to ride smoothly. It's the same with life.
That's a cool way to think about it. Okay, next question. What do you do when things go wrong? Like, when you're really sad or things don't go your way?
That's a great question. When things go wrong, the first thing I remind myself is that it's okay to feel sad or upset. Those feelings are part of life. But what I've learned over the years is that difficult moments teach us a lot. Every challenge is an opportunity to learn something new or become stronger. I also focus on what I can control and let go of what I can't.
So you don't always have to fix everything?
Exactly. Sometimes you can't fix everything, and that's okay. What you can do is focus on how you respond. Maybe you talk to a friend, take a deep breath, or think about what lesson you can take from the situation. It's all about growing from the experience.
That makes sense. So, what about friends? I love my friends, but sometimes we fight. What have you learned about friendship?
Friendship is one of life's greatest gifts, but like anything valuable, it takes care and attention. Over the years, I've learned that good friendships are built on trust, understanding, and forgiveness. Sometimes you'll argue or disagree, and that's okay. What matters is how you handle those moments, by listening to each other and being willing to make up afterward. True friends will stand by you, even when things aren't perfect.
That sounds like my best friend. We fight sometimes, but we always make up. Do you think friendship is more important than anything else?
Friendships are incredibly important, yes. But I would say that the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one you have with yourself. Learning to love and accept yourself, flaws and all, makes it easier to love others. When you're kind to yourself, you'll attract people who treat you the same way.
That's so interesting. One last question. If you could go back in time and tell your younger self something, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good one. I think I'd tell my younger self to worry less about what others think and to trust her own instincts more. I spent too much time second-guessing myself, but life gets much more enjoyable when you learn to follow your heart and believe in yourself. I'd also remind myself that making mistakes is part of the journey. You don't have to be perfect to be happy.
Wow, that's really good advice. Thank you so much, Mrs. Grace. I learned a lot today.
You are very welcome, Sophie. It was a pleasure talking with you. Remember, life is a journey, and you're doing great just by asking these thoughtful questions.
Thanks. And to all our listeners, I hope you learned something today too. Don't forget to join us next time on Wisdom from Experience. Bye everyone.